Hey y'all, on a recent post that I made, I stated that I have finally taken these ceiling fans down and given them a good cleaning since the 2 or 3 years that I have them installed in my outdoor working area. Now these two ceiling fans are homemade. The motors are factory made obviously, but the blades and a lot of the components are custom built. That means I had the opportunity to examine these fans and see how they wore over time. So on this video, I'm going to describe how these fans wore down and the lessons I have learned from making and then cleaning these fans. This fan here, which is based on the CKE 58-inch industrial ceiling fan, has been used for quite a lot longer than this fan. I believe I made this a year before the ArtinAir Ultimate 50. And yeah, at first I used this fan in conjunction with a 42-inch customized Nico ceiling fan, but then I decided that the Nico didn't perform as good as I wanted it to, so I made this. If I were to guesstimate, I would say that this fan has been used for 2 months straight since the time I installed it, and it's never been cleaned except for the time that I cleaned it before making this video. Same as with this fan. This fan, by the way, ran about half as much because the area where this fan is installed is seldom used, and two, I find it a bit too powerful. Which is funny because I specifically made this fan to be extra strong, but the speed control that I installed for it doesn't give it a nice low speed. Anyway, enough blabbering. Let's show you the wear and tear on these fans. Let's start with this fan here. Now the blades for this fan is completely homemade. The blade brackets or the blade arms were made with steel, and the blade surfaces were made with galvanized steel I got from a washing machine. Now the paint quality on the blades isn't the best, and I'm lucky that I chose to use galvanized steel for this, because you can see here on the leading edge of the blade there's quite a bit of corrosion that has built up over time. There's even a slight bit of rust up here. If I were to use regular steel for these blades, I'm sure that the corrosion would have gotten at least up to this far. Anyways, before I had this fan installed, I waxed the bottom surface of the blades as well as the lower motor cover here. And after the 3 years that this fan has been installed outside, the paint still retains most of its shine. Now I have to admit that after I finished washing this fan, I waxed it a bit, and it's gotten a bit more shiny after that, but in full honesty, it didn't lose much of its shine over the years. Now some amount of dust had embedded itself on this side of the blade because of the curvature on the blade. I cleaned it with melamine sponge. Thank you to Jordan Yu for teaching me this technique. And a lot of the dust stain has disappeared. So the bottom surface of the blades has fared pretty well. But on the flip side, not so much. The white areas here you see is tape. I added some steel rulers here to reinforce the blades and then taped it over. But on the areas that are not painted, taped over rather, you can see that there's a lot of, not a lot, but some amount of corrosion and staining on the paint. Now this being the top surface of the blade, it had a lot of dust sitting on top of it, and every time it rains and the wind picks up some of the rainwater and brings it into my outdoor working area, the top surface of the plates gets wet, similar to this fan. Actually, it happens a lot more on this one because it's a lot more exposed to the elements because of the area that it was in. Anyways, you can see that the paint has become a dull shade of gray. I probably wouldn't see as much damage on the paint if I had waxed the top surface, because, well, as you can see here, the bottom surface is still very good. Moving over to the canopies, this is where the wear on the paint is very obvious. Here is lower canopy, while this is the upper one. Obviously, because this is the upper canopy, it didn't see a lot of dust sitting on its surface, which happens on this one. And you can see that the paint has turned into a matte shade of white, whereas originally the paint on here was glossy, like it is on here. Not sure if the dust has embedded itself into the paint, which makes it look dull like this, but a similar case happened on the top of the motor. By the way, the gold coating, you can see there's a sneak peek for National Ceiling Fan Day 2026. That fan there. The gold coating has turned lighter over the years. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but yeah, it's definitely lighter than what it started with. On the upper motor cover, you can see here, the paint has also turned dull. I did not wax this before I installed it, which I did on the lower motor cover, and it shows. You can see how unattractive the paint looks. By the way, the bearings on this fan motor here is still original. I greased it because it was seized when I got it. And let's see if this motor can stand on its own. Yeah. Spinning it. It's getting a bit rough, but it's a lot smoother than I expected. Especially because this bearing was almost completely locked up when I got this fan. Now let's move over to this fan. The wear and tear on this fan here, on the surface at least, is much less than this fan here. The blades are made of aluminium, the surface here, whereas the arms are made of steel. Similar to this fan here, I waxed the lower surface of the blade and this part of the motor here. That's it. You can see on the blade. Now I have not re-waxed this after I washed it, so all the wax coating is gone because I washed it with dishwashing soap, and it's pretty good for what do you call it, degreasing stuff. There you go. The shine on the paint is still pretty much intact. It's gotten a bit more dull over the years, but it's definitely the wax layer definitely helped preserve the glossiness. Now you can see here, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but you can see a slight darker shade over here. That is because, similar to what's happened on that fan, a lot of dust has embedded itself on the paint because of the curvature of the fan blade. Now I have not cleaned this blade with melamine sponge because I wanted to see how it would turn out. Especially because after I cleaned the blade that blade with melamine sponge, the areas where I put a lot of force on it got very dull on the paint. So I'm sure that's it's the abrasive on the melamine sponge working its magic on the stains, but yeah, I had to repolish that to make it shiny again. So luckily this job worked fine for this, especially because this fan here saw a lot less use than that one. Anyways, the lower surface of the blade here looks pretty nice. The leading edge has a bit of corrosion to it, especially because I did not apply I did not do the best job at painting over this area here. By the way, the paints I used for this fan and this fan is a nitrocellulose or an NC type paint. In fact, it's one of these. This is a touch better than those paints you get from a can, those spray paint stuff. You have to mix your own paint thinner and apply it with your own spray gun for this type of paint. But it's not as good as the paint that's normally used on cars. An aircraft just went by. Where was I? Oh yeah. The paint that I use for these two fans are not as good as the paint that you would normally see on cars, which are polyurethane based, or PU. Those paints are two components, I believe, whereas this is just a single component. I did not want to mix those two components myself. That's why I went with this easier option. Flipping over to the top side, you can see there's quite a lot of corrosion on the surface of the blade. Now this is because, as I said, this fan here is much more exposed to the elements than that fan. That's why in the 2 or so years, 2 years that this fan has been installed outside, it's garnered a lot of corrosion. Second thing that caused this is because I did not use primer for painting this fan and that fan. So I just roughed up the surface a bit with sandpaper and applied the color layer a bit thinly, I might add. So that's why you can see a lot of corrosion on the aluminium surface of the blade here, and some rust appearing on the blade brackets or blade arms, which again is steel. The paint has also turned very dull and very rough. Also, if I rub my hands on it, even after I cleaned it, I can still feel a bit of dust coming off. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Now the area of the outdoor workshop where this fan was installed is regularly used by birds for perching during the morning, and a few of them have left some presents on the tops of the blades, and this is the worst damage that those birds have caused. You can see that's not sure what the chemicals are in bird dirt, but yeah, it's worn down through the paint actually. Here's another one, but I managed to clean it off without wearing through the paint. I think this one is a bit more fresh, whereas this one has been sitting for a longer time. Enough about the bird stuff. Moving over to the canopies again. Similar to what happened on that fan, the lower canopy is more dull looking than the upper one. You can see the upper canopy still is very not very shiny, but it's still pretty good in terms of the shine, whereas the lower canopy is very dull. You can see also some you cannot feel this, but this surface here feels rough. I think this is because I use this fan almost every time when I'm grinding metal, and I believe some of the metal dust hovers up and then landed on here, and it rusted over time. So that's why there's some rust spots on the plastic canopy. On the ArtinAir sticker here, you can see that it's worn down a lot because of the water damage and the sun exposure. I'll have to pause the video to carry over the motor because this thing is heavy. Hang on. Alright, here's a close-up view of the motor. Now this dome here, as I said, I waxed it before I had this fan installed. And you can see that it is still very shiny as it was brand new. The nuts holding it in have started to become a bit rusty. And on the motor itself, it has also gone a bit rusty. I did not apply primer on it, and that's why on the rotor here you can see some rust appearing through the paint. On the top side of the motor, the spec label here has disappeared, and you can see under it that the surface of the paint is still pretty good, but everything else around it has gone quite rough, as you can see here. I had some concerns in leaving the motor exposed like this outside, because you can clearly see the windings, and I was afraid that they would get corroded over time. But peering in, I don't see any damage, any corrosion in fact, on the windings and on the stator, so that's good. That's 90s Matsushita quality for you guys. So, what can we learn from the wear and tear on these two fans? Well, I have noted down two important lessons from it, and that is to apply wax on every painted surface and even on bare metal to prevent them from getting corrosion, and also to preserve the quality and the glossiness of the paint. And two, it is important to apply a primer coating before the color coat, otherwise this will happen. Yeah, that's a lot of corrosion. These fans have definitely been very informative in telling me how my custom built ceiling fans will hold up over time, especially because they have been through quite a lot of beating. Yeah, they've been rained on, they've gotten a lot of dirt over time, and yeah. It's going to help me a lot in creating my next custom ceiling fan to make it last longer than these two fans here. By the way, these fans will most likely not going to be installed again, at least in my outdoor working area. Actually, I plan on installing this fan downstairs where the Super Classic W is right now, and this fan probably is going to be installed where the black fan is right now. That's because of the plan that I've been teasing for quite some time now. I'm probably going to make an announcement on what that plan is early next year. It's going to be interesting, and it involves me not being able to take a good care of these fans long term. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned some new things from it. I hope to see you guys on my next videos, and as always, take care.